insurance benefit,
calling
it
unemployment, right?
typically takes at least 3 weeks to process and issue a payment.
Unemployment just
The
had me
fastest
sitting on
way
the
to
phone for
file a
2
new claim
hours.
is online.
And the young
Simply
lady
go
got
to
on the phone, and she was on the phone less than 1 minute and hung up in my face, right? I told the young lady, I'm not trying to get disconnected from this call after sitting here for 2 hours on hold.
Or need to file
Now
a
listen to
claim,
this.
press
It's
1.
going to be hard for me to get back through
Press 2. If you suspect
because
fraud, select from these
the lady
claim
told me it
options.
was 2,000
File an
people ahead of
claim,
me
press 1.
and that my wait
If you're
time was at
receiving
least 2
benefits or
hours.
have an existing
The
claim,
first person
2.
never told me that.
Overpayment
They just put me
information,
on hold.
3.
They said, I'm going to
If
put
you're
you on
calling
hold
for
for a brief
information
second.
about Form 1099-G, 4. To repeat these options,
It's
press
ridiculous,
for
bro.
added convenience. You can
It's
certify
ridiculous,
your
bro.
benefits using UI Online at EDD.
I called initially at probably like 8 o'clock
.gov
or 9 o'clock. So it's been
/
3 hours
UI
for me to go. And now what they're saying is that they've recreated their system where, first of all, they got employees that don't have any supervisors. I had to ask all of these questions to get this information.
To certify for continuing benefits, hear information about your last payment issued, and to listen to general information about the UI program. Now,
I gotta
select
push
from
one
the
more button
following.
real quick. I gotta shut up.
Unemployment insurance questions.
Okay.
Press please hold while your call is transferred.
Not gonna go
This
through.
call may be monitored for quality assurance. Thank you for calling the
Not going
Employment
through.
Development Department Unemployment
That's 2
Insurance
calls.
Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving more calls than
All
we
right.
can answer.
That's 2
and
times
we're
I
unable
called.
to
And
assist
every
you at
call,
this
it takes
time.
about
Please
2
try
minutes,
again later.
2.5 to 3 minutes just for you to get. That was 3 minutes and 12 seconds on that call. It took 3 minutes and 12 seconds just for me to push 1, 2, 4. Because they don't have it where any person who's called this number already can just push star, pound, or 1 or something if you've heard this message 2,000 times. What the fuck is so hard about that? If I can push buttons to get to next stages, then I should be able to push a button if I've heard this 2-minute message 1,000 times, right? Let me call back right away because it took me 3 or 4 times, probably 5, to get through both of the other times I got through.
Development Department, Unemployment
Yet again, look, I'm gonna push every button on here.
Gracias.
You can't hear me pushing the buttons. I just push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, star, 0, pound. I'll go do it opposite now. You cannot skip these messages. I've heard this already numerous times. I don't need to hear this again. So that's already 1 strike on EDD. This is the government who took money out of your check, right? The EDD counts as the government. I don't care if they always try to privatize these organizations to take accountability from the government. This is the government. The government funds these people, so it's not no private entity where accountability is not placed on the government. We pay taxes to have these people do a very much more expedient job. I shouldn't get better service at Panda Express than when I call a courthouse or I'm calling EDD.
It's available 24 hours a
Like I
day.
called the law library because I want to sue all of these certain people now because at this point, I'm not letting nobody get away with nothing. I called a law library. You need an appointment now at the law library. But you don't need an appointment to go to Panda Express, Flame Broiler, to the gas station. You don't need a fucking appointment to go to a bar. You don't need an appointment to go whale watching. You don't need an appointment to do nothing else that they finally allow people to do, like they control our fucking life like that. You don't need an appointment for none of this stuff, right? But you need an appointment.
If you have a claim,
This is dramatic. You need an appointment.
Press 1. Employers, press 2.
You need an appointment if somebody run into your car and they don't have their insurance right and you get a property loss, so you got to go file a lawsuit.
Overpayment information, 3. If you're calling for information about form for added convenience.
So yet again, it's going to be another 3 minutes.
UI Online.
Another 3 minutes wasted. So it take another at least 15 minutes just to get somebody on the phone for them to ask me their stupid ass identity questions, for them to now then tell me I'm transferring you to a tier 2 specialist. So then after that, then I'm going to have to wait 4 hours now because it's fucking 1 o'clock down there. I called at 9 when all of these motherfucking people that's calling now was asleep. Now all of these people woke. Now these people they on the same phone call. So if it was 2,000 and some change before, I'm pretty sure it's 4,000 or plus more than that now.
2. If you need your EDD customer account number. 3. Or issues with your unemployment insurance payment.
Just for me to push 124.
Transferred. This call may be monitored for quality assurance. Thank you for calling the Employment Development Department Unemployment Insurance Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving more calls than we can
answer. You see what I'm saying?
And are unable to assist you at this time. Please try again later.
Yet again, now I'm doing this for the American public, and I wish this shit went viral. Because you don't need to see no damn nothing on the screen. You don't need to see my face. You don't need to see me talking or no shit. All you need to do is hear what I'm saying and understand that the government is doing a very poor job at managing America. And if I call EDD, and then when I call EDD, they put me on hold for 2 hours. And then when you used to call EDD, the first thing come out of their mouth is, "Sir, can you give me your number so if this call is disconnected, then you can be reconnected or I can call you back." They don't say that anymore, right? And it's funny, I don't know why that person just ended up on my broadcast, because I don't even be streaming on this YouTube channel. But maybe because I put in EDD and certain stuff, people don't like what the government is doing. Somebody was just on this stream right now. But, so, first of all, the first time I called today, some girl answers the phone. She asks me these identity questions. Then she says, I tell her the nature of my call. Then she said, "Okay, sir, I'm going to put you on a brief hold." That's what she says. When she puts me on hold, there's nothing that told me how long I was going to be on hold. And I'm anticipating she's going to click back over and then she's going to handle or address my concerns. She never does that, right? So I'm on hold for about an hour at that point. And I should have been going live, because it's better to go live because you don't get into the storage of your phone or nothing where, you can just record it dang near the whole time. So I could have recorded probably the whole hour. And I could have proved the government looks real bad doing their jobs, right? But, and I'm not just talking about unemployment. I'm talking about every branch of government. I'm starting to see all of these branches of government in California. I'm about to be so active in politics at this point. I'm about to be calling all these organizations. I'm about to be calling all these places for funding. I'm about to try to create the African American gross national product in the very near future, because it's no point that black people need to have Caucasians and all of these immigrants delegating the budgets in America and delegating all of these jobs and shit, where now it's more Asians in America down there than black people, because of the government killing black people off the way they've been doing it, right? With the economy, using the economy against black people, and they want to act like it's black on black crime, but prior to affirmative action, we know what the fuck was going on. And if you do any kind of research, anybody who was aware, before Soul Train, black people was doing much more, they were much more progressive. We were in a better position. I know too many people who ended up crackheads, and all kind of loop twerk bitches and whores and all of this shit. They had good jobs. They was in very good positions at one point. Then, when this Soul Train era comes in, and crack and cocaine and shit, the black community is fucked up. And everybody just wants to party, and everybody needs to have a coping mechanism. Because if you know anything about health, I got a book right here. I could read you some statistics or some information about adrenal fatigue. So you'll understand that adrenal fatigue is caused by financial stress, financial hardship. It's caused by just emotional stuff. Dick Gregory did a study, and he said that diseases are emotional. I'm a very informed individual. I don't know how to spell every word in the dictionary. I haven't read every encyclopedia. But by no means am I an idiot. By no means. I do not operate with my id. I definitely operate with my ego, and I might be operating with my superego. And inside of the phrases I just mentioned says that a coping mechanism is realistic. So maybe those black people would smoke crack and cocaine because they were coping with the fact they weren't getting opportunities before affirmative action. So that became their coping mechanism. So through them coping with the conditions of America, racism, and gaining or developing adrenal fatigue and all of these type of emotional diseases, they develop coping mechanisms. So as they use these coping mechanisms, then the community even gets ripped to shreds. And then you have the organizations that was meant for black people like the NAACP, who gets ripped to shreds, where they now allow immigrants to reap the benefits that was meant for black people. This is the whole point. The Asian girl that answered the phone after 2 hours, it was a black girl who transferred me to her. The black girl may have did a bad job by just not informing me of my whole time, but that Asian girl, I feel like she deliberately did what she did because she saw something she didn't like. She saw that I had $10,000 sitting there on my unemployment, pretty much $9,000 and some change. She saw that I had a pending payment of $695. She said, I see you have a pending payment here of $695. And then hold on. The girl get on the phone, right? After 2 hours, she say, hello, sir, hello, hello. And she acting like she don't hear me. And I've been through that shit like 20 times already. I know what somebody do when they try to act like they don't hear you, though, so they hang up in your face. This is ridiculous, bro. This ridiculous. They are trying to develop stress. I seem like I'm stressed, right? I seem like I develop a little tension, and I'm more tense than I was had this been a smooth interaction. So this was a deliberate thing that the government does in every facet of life. When you play Rocket League and you got all of these cheating ass bots on there, and it just don't make sense. They're trying to develop stress. You're looking at it like, bro, I won this game. I was up 6-0. And all of a sudden, these stupid, miraculous, ugly-ass scores that's so simple for this bot, it's like they're not even doing nothing skillful. It's just bot shit. And it's like, bro, you programming these bots to beat humans when the human is just outperforming your fucking bot, bro. The last 10 seconds, they scored 7 baskets in a row. I don't even care. Like, I ain't even paying attention to that call that time because it's like, bro, I just was sitting on hold for fucking 2.5 hours, bro. The bitch answered the phone and hung up on me in a minute and 30 seconds. How the fuck am I going to sit on hold for 2 hours and you don't sit on the phone for 2 minutes? This girl picked up the phone and she fucking asked me some questions. She said, she was like, hello, 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 hello. I said, hello, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Don't fucking play. I didn't say don't fucking play, but this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I said, I know what you're doing, lady. Then she says, oh, sir, I can hear you. I can hear you. She's acting like now I'm the one who's doing too much. She's like, oh, relax, pretty much. I can hear you. I'm like, hey, I've been on this phone 2 hours. I don't want you to hang up in my face. I don't want this call disconnected. I know how y'all people get down. I ain't say all that, but I just said I don't want the call disconnected. Right? This is ridiculous. So my thing is this. The lady asked me some questions. I answered her. She put me on hold for fucking 10 seconds and takes it off hold. Why are you putting me on hold in a matter of 10 seconds? Then she put me on hold again, asked me some questions after 10 seconds, put me on hold again. And when she put me on hold that second time, I swear to God, it's like these people in your head, bro. As I'm thinking, I need to tell this lady to take my number in case the call disconnects. The phone made a silent noise as if she picked up again. Then it went back to the whole noise. Then it got silent like she picked up again, and then it fucking hung up. And I'm just looking like, wow, like, I knew it. And I wish I was recording because that's my immediate reaction. I wasn't surprised. I just said I fucking knew it, bro. Like, I knew that was going to happen. It's just ridiculous. And the lady probably don't make that much money. I don't care where she work at. She don't make that much probably. So she just hating because I'm not. I got fired during COVID. I was making way more than they give me on unemployment. You hating because I don't got to work to get this little bit of crumbs, but I got to find another job and shit. I don't know what you mad at, but you shouldn't have fucking hung up on me. She hung up on purpose. This is another thing.
Select from these claim options. File a new claim, press 1. If you're receiving benefits or have an existing claim, 2.
Okay, so then...
You can certify for benefits using UI Online.
Yeah, because I got to push these buttons, bro. I got to get back on this phone call because this is the whole point. They was supposed to pay me double what they paid me on my last payment, and they gave me half of it. Then they stopped my payment. Now I got one pending payment. I feel like the NSA was listening to my fucking conversation and listening to me talk, and they heard me tell my plans for the next. I had like a 3-day plan of what I was gonna do in the next coming days. What they did was stop my plans by stopping half of my funds, because my plans incorporated all of those funds. When they stopped half of those funds, then that fucked up a lot of shit I was doing. Had that shit went through, I would have been completely good, completely comfortable. They could have sent all the funds and then put my shit on hold and made me do what I gotta do after that, right? Instead, they did what they did because they wanted to fuck up my plans.
Unemployment insurance questions. Press 1. Please hold while your call is.
This don't matter. I'm not gonna get through again. It's 12 o'clock, bro.
Thank you for calling the
Exactly.
Employment Development Department.
It's the fourth time.
Unemployment Insurance Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving more calls than we can.
Oh my god, bro. That bitch sat me on hold for 2 hours. This shit was all deliberate, homie. This shit was all deliberate, and that bitch is mad. That bitch is mad. She gotta sit here taking people's calls, people who not having to take calls to get paid. Motherfuckers is mad, hating. What are you mad at, my nigga? Because when you finish what you was doing right now, I was gonna get my payment on my card probably in the next hour. You mad because I was gonna get my payment in the next hour? You talking about, yeah, I see your pending payment right here. The fuck is that your concern?
Federal extensions are also.
That's not your fucking concern, bitch. I don't need you to hear you. Even if I said that, I don't need to hear you repeat that. I only told you that because I'm trying to let you know why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's not your concern. Your concern is to ask me questions and get the goal accomplished. So when you say, oh, I see your pending payment, that make me feel like, bitch, you see all the information I seen and you mad. You see I got that $9,000 some dollars sitting there. You know how long I've been on unemployment. And you're mad.
333-4606.
These people weren't fired during COVID. I don't know how many of these people make $4,000 a month. I was making $4,000 a month at my job, even though I had to do overtime to get that, and I'm working 12-hour shifts for 6 days a fucking week to get that $4,000 because I shouldn't have got it. According to how America pay motherfuckers, the manager's supposed to make that. I was supposed to get like what, $1,800 or something. But because I got my check $2,200 more, even the managers at the job was mad. I wasn't supposed to get fired during COVID. For what reason? I had no points, never was late, never missed a day. And they kept people that got points and shit at that job. But if you look up the owner of the company, he fucking paid Mary Virulagosas he paid his ethics fines because he had unethical practices. Come on, bro. I'm not misinformed, bro. When they fired me from my job during COVID, I looked up that owner of that company. His name was Eric Smith or something like that. And when I looked him up and I did a little research and I seen he paid Mary Virulagosas ethics fines, and the fact that Mary Virulagosa was the fucking mayor of LA, which is a sanctuary city for Mexicans, a sanctuary city for Mexicans. So his ethics fines pertains to doing shit to advance Mexicans to be in America and establish themselves much faster. And he's hindering the progress of black people. He's using the budget against the native population, the people who was born in America.
If you need your EDD customer account number, 3. Or issues with your unemployment, please.
Yeah, I should be pushing these buttons faster because that's probably the only way I'm going to get through. I might get through now. Yeah, when they say maybe monitor you.
Employment Development Department, Unemployment Insurance Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving more calls than we can answer and are unable to assist at this time.
That wasn't supposed to do that. When they say that shit, it's not supposed to do that. I just called multiple times. When they say that, you got through. Supposed to give you a time. This is what I'm saying, bro. I called this shit at 9 o'clock. Now it's 1 o'clock. They did this shit on purpose. That bitch hung up on me because she knew how hard it was going to be for me to get back through. She knew that even if I get through, to get back to a tier 2, it's going to take me 3 to 4 hours. This ridiculous. This ridiculous. What was that pause right there? Like, why'd you stop talking, bitch? Carry on. You shouldn't even have to talk to robots. They said they done amped up the fucking they say they done amped up the opportunity for people to get this unemployment shit done faster. That's why people working from home. But this is the point with unemployment. When that girl put me on hold the first time and didn't tell me, she said, I'm going to put you on a brief hold. An hour is not a brief hold. I need to be informed about my hold time at that point. That's a bad job. So when I say I want to file a complaint, the girl said, oh, I don't know how you can file a complaint. We was never told about that. So I don't know what to tell you. Then she said, then I'm asking questions to figure out what's going on. Like, okay, well, how long am I going to be on hold? What's going on? This and that. That's when I figured out about this tier 2. I was transferred to a tier 2. I didn't know that. I said, well, the first time I filed for unemployment, they never did that. The first person I talked to did everything. Oh, they changed it. She said, did you do it a year ago? I said, yeah. She said, they changed the system. I said, yeah, to make it harder for the people to do what they got to do, man. That's the only reason. And why is somebody else come on my stream, bro? Because somebody else is typing in EDD on YouTube, or somebody is looking for shit like this. It's the only reason they probably leaving is because there's nothing to look at here. They just hearing a voice. There's nothing to look at. If I had a booty shaking or something on this screen, they would not leave. This shit need to go viral.
To repeat this information at any time, select from these claim options. File a new claim. For added convenience, you can certify.
This shit ridiculous, bro. I'm never gonna get back through again. It's 12:40, bro. I called at 9 something. I sat on hold for 2 hours, and I wish I would have did this when I did that, bro. Cause if it's like, I feel like they probably wouldn't have pinpointed who did that, bro. Who hung up in my face like that, but America, the American public would then start to recognize that the government is a piece of shit. Because the people deserve more than these bullshit stimulus checks they've been getting. Because all of these politicians, they making 100 and some thousand a year and they don't do shit. You don't need nobody to delegate your life, bro. All you need to do is own your fucking house and you good. If you know how to, when I was living in the house with my wife, when our fucking water heater went out, we got a quote for somebody to fix the water heater from a company. Then we got a water heater off of like, we got a water heater. We got a water heater though off of like Let Go or something for $100-some, and I put it in.
Unemployment Insurance Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving more calls than we can answer.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get through again, bro. It's 1 o'clock, my nigga. It's 1 o'clock. I called at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock. And I called twice. I called at 9 or 8. Then I called again an hour later because they had me on hold an hour already. And then the other call I had me on hold an hour. I had 2 phones on hold at the same time. I'm literally, like, you can tell I am because I'm recording on live with one and the other phone is on the call. So I had 2 phones on the phone with EDD at the same time. One was on hold for 2 hours. One was on hold for an hour. And both of the motherfuckers disconnected, where I didn't get a goal accomplished. One disconnected without me talking to anybody. The other one disconnected after 2 hours. Within a minute and a half of hearing somebody's fucking voice, it disconnected.
As the federal extensions are filed automatically. We're here to help.
I'm never gonna get back. I'm gonna keep calling, bro. I don't have to do shit. They fired me during COVID. I ain't working. I got nothing to do but prove to what I'm talking about right now. I don't give a fuck.
And call our automated self-service phone line.
And this is the thing. The situation I'm in, I have to talk to this tier 2 specialist so they can file this claim. They already told me I have to go this route. I can't do the ID me and all that other shit, and that's still not the way to go.
Again, call
You got to talk to a tier 2 specialist.
333.
Before they did whatever they did, there was not a tier 2 specialist probably. Whoever the first person you talk to, they handle your shit.
At least 3 weeks
they don't transfer you.
And issue a payment.
If the first person filed the claim, I will be off the phone in 8 minutes, not 2 hours. Because the first person that I talked to, it said you're going to be on hold 10 minutes. And then she did that shit in 8 minutes. I'm off the phone.
Online.
But instead, I'm on a whole 2 hours.
If you have a claim,
what the fuck you gonna hire somebody you don't teach them how to file a claim?
1. Employers, press 2. Select from these.
What the fuck you hiring these people for to work from home? They can't file a claim.
Press 1. If you're receiving benefits or have an existing claim, 2. For added convenience,
I'm gonna just keep calling, bro. I don't care. I'm gonna keep calling because I was on the phone. I should have. If I'd have had this shit, if I'd have recorded that shit, nobody could deny what I'm saying, bro. Nobody could deny what I'm saying. Right now, it could be speculation in the air. Like all we know is what you're doing now. We don't know what happened before. I wish I would have had all that shit documented, bro.
06 to certify
that Asian woman did that shit on purpose, bro. Asians is in black people way in America. It's more black or Asians that went to UCLA than black people that was born in Los Angeles.
Unemployment insurance questions, press 1. UI online account assistance, please hold.
It's more Asians that went to UCLA than black people born in Los Angeles. I was born in Los Angeles, and I didn't go to UCLA because, first of all, my mama moved us the fuck out of there because she was tired of drive-bys and seeing her kids watching motherfuckers cough up blood and shit.
And are unable to assist you at this time. Please try again later.
Never gonna get through. Right, it's 1 o'clock. It's 7,000 people calling, probably 20,000 now. They told me it was 2,000 people ahead of me when I called earlier, and I was on a 2-hour hold. If it's 7,000 people now, how long you think I'm gonna be on hold? How long you think I'm gonna be on hold? Come on now. I shouldn't even be calling again because I did what I had to do as a citizen to get this goal accomplished. I sat here, I fucking waited 2 hours, and I got on the phone with a bitch that I was supposed to talk to after 2 hours, and that raggedy, stanky-ass Asian bitch hung up in my face because these Asians have a vested interest in America. That bitch know what's up. These people is all in cahoots, bro. All these immigrants, bro. I'm not stupid, bro. I'm watching too much. All you black people that's stupid, start looking up all of these government agencies and facilities and the people that's in office in these places. You're going to see it's so many fucking immigrants ahead of your life. It don't make sense, bro. These immigrants got economies in their own homeland, gross national products to delegate on their own behalf. And these people send people over here under an economy that black people don't delegate their goddamn self. We're white people, and now all of these immigrants delegate the budget, and they don't do it on black people's behalf. All these other people come over here supported by economies that sent their ass over here. Ain't no economy sent black people over here. Black people was born here into a fucked up judicial system and under a fuck up of gross national product that has never been meant to serve them. The judicial system was meant to incarcerate black people, and the motherfucking monetary system was made to fucking uplift white people. Because if you know about welfare, the white king made welfare to support the subjects of his kingdom. It was not for black people. When white people make that stupid ass statement, it's black people on welfare. Welfare was made for white people who were poor.
Or to report fraud.
The white king and imperialism made welfare to support the subjects in his kingdom. The fuck out of here.
To repeat this information at any time, press 8. Select from these claim options. File in. For added convenience, you can certify for benefits.
It's ridiculous, bro.
UI online.
I got adrenal fatigue, bro. Because of the government. The government gave me adrenal fatigue, bro. I done ran from drive-bys as a little kid before I was even 10 years old. I'm running from drive-bys. I seen motherfuckers about to shoot at me, and I'm just reading a coloring book. I done dragged little kids out of fucking drive-by just to try not to get shot. This shit ridiculous, bro. The government is to blame for people like me. When Joe Biden bitch ass is in office, he the one who's saying he know America made predators, but that bitch ass nigga said he don't care to rehabilitate the predator. He want to incarcerate the predator or get you out of society. If I'm a predator based on how I'm talking right now, he want to get me out of society. I ain't killed nobody. I ain't never killed nobody like the police. They don't want to get the police out of society.
More calls than we can answer and are unable to assist you.
It's going to be all day long now because I got my goal accomplished. I called at the right time and I was going to get my goal accomplished. So only thing that they could have did was to hinder my goal is to hang up in my face. The only way they could have hindered my goal today is to hang up in my face. Now I'm pretty much feeling like I have to wait till tomorrow, and tomorrow is Friday. Luckily, it's Thursday, because if it would be Friday, I would have to wait till Monday just to do anything. And I got to recertify in 3 days, or pretty much on Sunday, I have to file, or Saturday, I have to file for recertification. Wait, is that? No, that's on Sunday, I got to recertify. I won't be able to recertify because I have to do this first.
Their regular unemployment claim. No action is required as the
so that's why that bitch did that, bro. I'm not stupid, bro. If I couldn't have filed a claim, then they just tell me that. Be like, oh, sir, you don't qualify or something. If I qualify for this shit, why am I sitting here going through this?
Or get information about your last payment, hang up and call out.
Oh my God, bro, this shit ridiculous, bro. Joe Biden, you a bitch ass nigga. That's on God. I'll beat your ass, nigga. You will never catch the fade, bro. Joe Biden, you a little taller than me, my nigga. You look like you like 6'2" at least. I'm only like 6 feet, bro. Nigga, Joe Biden, if you a real president, my nigga, come catch the fade, bro. Meet me in the middle of the street, bitch ass nigga. I don't want you to be high or sober. I don't want me to be high or sober. We ain't gotta have on no fucking boxing gloves or UFC gloves. Straight up fish, you bitch ass cracker. I don't play that shit. You bitch ass motherfuckers been in niggas' way for too long. This bitch ass motherfucker got a video saying black people are predators. Or America has created predators. And instead of America desiring to rehabilitate the predator, they desire to get the predator out of society. That means that with the person we created prior to affirmative action, we gonna incarcerate that nigga after affirmative action.
UI_online.
Just because we made that nigga sell drugs and do anything to get money don't mean that we're going to use the economy to get this man to stop doing that shit. We're going to just let him keep doing it and incarcerate him. We're not going to take the money and then make sure we get this man a good income or put him in college and make sure he get a career. It's not their goal.
General information about the UI program. Now, select from the following. Unemployment insurance question. Please hold while your call is transferred. This call may be monitored for quality assurance.
I've already been streaming 30 minutes.
The
that could have been 30 minutes I've been on hold already.
Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving more calls than we can.
And this is the point. That's why they did that, bro.
Thank you for
when I called earlier, my hold time was only 9 and 10 minutes. I want to get through. I want to hear what the hold time is now. I know they did this shit on purpose, bro. I'm going to get through. If I get through at 1 o'clock, they're going to say my hold time 45 minutes. My hold time 45 minutes. I get on the phone with somebody. They're going to ask me 5 minutes of question. They're going to put me on hold. They put me on fucking hold. I'm going to be on hold for 6 hours. Then I get on hold 6 hours. Somebody say, hello, hello, hello. I can't hear you, and hang up.
And who do not qualify
who else ain't? I mean, you other motherfuckers had to go through this before, even if it wasn't with EDD. You motherfuckers had to have go through it where you know these people be hanging up on purpose. They don't want to fucking do their job. When they hang up on you, they probably don't get another call for 20 minutes. They just sit there and fucking eat some more food or something, eat some snacks, and sit there and laugh and giggle and talking. If it's so hard for people to get through to this goddamn line, what are the people sitting there doing? If you hanging up on motherfuckers in 1 minute, what the fuck are you sitting there doing then?
606. It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Again, call 866.
And again, bitch, I shouldn't have to hear this message again. I've already heard it 2,000 times. I should be able to push one and skip this shit. And every call should be less than 18 seconds when you telling me that it ain't no way you going to get on the phone today. I shouldn't have to wait 3 minutes every time just to know if I'm going to be able to get on the fucking call or not. Every time I do this, it takes 3 minutes. I got a screenshot of one time. It takes 1 minute and 47 seconds for them to even wait for you to be able to push one. That takes 1 minute and 47 seconds when they say push one.
For added convenience, You can certify.
Why do I gotta wait 2 minutes to push one, my nigga? I call, you say EDD, push one.
.gov/UI_online, or call the UI self-service phone line at 1-866-333.
Seldomly do this information they give up do I use. Anytime I call any numbers when they do this type of shit, do I write down a number and then call another number? Seldomly. If I ever call another number after I call the number, it's because I talked to somebody and they told me that you need to call this number. It's never the number that I'm calling.
Online account assistance 2. If you need your EDD customer account number, please hold while your call is transferred. This call may be monitored for quality assurance. Thank you for calling the Employment Development Department Unemployment Insurance Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving more calls than...
Okay, now let's just put that on hold for a second. And the whole point of this is, I already try to do it online, and I don't even want to do their face recognition technology bullshit where they want you to scan your ID, scan the back of your ID, scan the front of it so we can get your address, get your name, put your picture next to your name. Then we want you to do a fucking a video selfie so then we can do our face recognition technology for anybody who don't use Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook filters. We need to get your fucking face in this face recognition shit for these new cameras we about to start putting on the street corners and in these stores and shit. So we need you motherfuckers on face recognition technology. And you ain't using Snapchat enough, motherfucker. We don't like you people that don't use Snapchat filters and shit, because we can't get you so like concretely in our system in terms of how your face changed, when your hair changed. If they got you for a year and a half doing Snapchat filters, so many different looks, when you wearing glasses, when you got a beanie on, when you got a hat on, when you change your hair, you put this wig on, that wig, it ain't nowhere you gonna be able to go. Nigga, they gonna find Waldo anywhere he go. Waldo can change his outfit a million times. You gonna find Waldo. Once you put face recognition on Waldo, and they know what Waldo outfit look like and shit like that, and they know how he look in his glasses and that outfit, Waldo can't hide in that outfit. Waldo can't even walk around because they ain't gonna know what Waldo look like in them glasses and his face. So then it'll be like, how many different outfits and how many different looks do we have of this individual? Because we got this motherfucker looking with a dog filter on. So even if it was something in front of this person's face, we'll know what the fuck this person, who it is. They acting like everybody is a murderer. This ain't First 48, my nigga. Everybody ain't killed motherfuckers where you need to have face recognition technology on every person that like oh, when you walking in a store, it's gonna say murderer, murderer, arrest them now. What the fuck? This ain't Demolition Man, bro. This ain't Judge Dredd or no shit. This ain't Idiocracy. This shit ridiculous, bro. And this is why they did that, right? Because at this point I'm saying fuck it. I don't even want to call back. Right? That was the goal. And I said earlier that I pretty much got my goal accomplished by sitting on hold, waiting all of the time I needed to wait, and getting that person that's supposed to answer that phone to answer. I got my goal accomplished. And then they got their goal accomplished by hanging up in my face and getting me to be restless enough that I don't want to do it again. Lose patience, get irritable, let that adrenal fatigue kick in, let that stress kick in, and grow restless. That's ridiculous. But my thing is this, when the government fired all of these niggas, did the government have a national hiring day? I don't think so. Every city be having little shit inside of the cities, like, oh, job fairs and shit. Ooh, you want to go to a job fair with 2,000 people trying to get the same job? And they only hiring 50 employees? What the fuck? It's not even good for a black person to go to temp agencies at this point. It's all Mexicans inside the office in California. That means all the good jobs is taken. If they pay $25 an hour, that's gone. If they pay prevailing wages, that job is fucking gone. And you'll never see it, nigga. Some of you black people don't know what the fuck prevailing wages is. And you'll never know. And some of these motherfuckers been prevailing waging every single job assignment. These white people, bro, when they do construction jobs, probably they bounce from prevailing wage to prevailing wage to prevailing wage. At least $35 an hour for the basic employee. The nigga with a hammer in his hand beating himself on his forehead. That dude get $35 an hour. And if you got any type of skills, that shit about this. Now you're getting 45, 75, 100 an hour. The foreman probably getting 100 an hour, $800 on the shift. Right? And these people probably still not ahead. Half them people probably still got a mortgage payment. I'll be damned if I still got a mortgage getting 800 a day. That's fucking 4,000 a fucking week, 16,000 a fucking month. If you can't pay off a goddamn house in some years, you just a dumbass. And I done worked around dumbasses many a times. People that's working with these heavy machine equipment, that's doing land, they grading the land so they can do development of warehouses and shit. These people be making $50 an hour and poor. They drive the worst cars to the job. Their cars don't look good. They don't. I mean, even if you a guy who drive a truck, why are you driving that raggedy ass truck? You making 50 an hour, bro. You can't get a better truck than that. I would be driving up on these goddamn job sites in a 2016 Dodge Challenger. Even though it was a goddamn car note, I'm still coming up in a nicer car than damn near everybody on the job site. And I'm one of the lowest motherfuckers on the pay totem pole. Evidently, I know how to delegate my finances better than somebody. Evidently. So yeah, you don't want me to get ahead because I'm not the nigga to play with. I ain't Martin Luther King, nigga. I ain't gonna beg you, bitch. I'm gonna get funded. And nigga, I'm gonna get the money I need to do what the fuck I need to do. I'm not asking you niggas for shit. Even this unemployment, bitch, I ain't begging for shit. You know how much money they done took out of my motherfucking checks when I was a kid? Bro, you know how much money they used to take out of my checks? I filed my taxes, they give me $300 back. One time, they motherfuckers say I owed them money. And they ain't did nothing but take money out of my fucking checks. Over $10,000. And then they say I owe them money.
As a direct result of COVID-19 and who do not qualify for
That shit
regular
ridiculous.
unemployment benefits.
Take over $10,000 out of a nigga check and tell him he owe you money.
Individuals who have exhausted their regular unemployment claim. No action is required as the federal extensions
Bro, this shit is ridiculous, nigga. One time I was filing my taxes, some Mexican bitch, she told this immigrant ass Mexican that if he can go find a social, she can get him 10,000. That nigga said, I mean, any social, because I don't got one. He said, but I got one in the car. Homie went and got a social out the car. Just any social, like it don't matter. I can get you 10,000. I never got 10,000 in taxes. I don't got no kids. But why do I need to do all this shit just to get my money back?
Call 866.
Some people didn't even give up as much taxes as me and they get more than me. What the fuck?
06.
What the fuck? You be having people that didn't even work the whole fucking year because they got kids, they just file for child tax credit and they get more money than the person who worked the whole fucking year. Shit is ridiculous. This government is a bitch ass government, bro. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Joe Biden, you a bitch ass nigga, bro. You got two houses. I looked you up, nigga. I don't play, bro. They say you got two houses amassed at $10 million a piece. Two $5 million homes.
Suspect fraudulent activity involving unemployment insurance. Select from these claim options.
I don't play, bro. Joe Biden, you're not a real president, my nigga. A real president would sell both of those $2 million or $5 million houses and go buy $1 million house and go buy a gang of Americans some shit. If you're a real president that care about humanity and shit, bitch ass nigga. Beat that nigga ass, bro.
333.
Bitch ass nigga talking about black people predators and you want to get them out of society. Nigga, fuck your mama, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck all your motherfuckers in your family lineage. Short dick ass nigga, you ain't never gratified a bitch. Looking like Colonel Sanders and shit.
Now, select from the following. Unemployment insurance question.
Bitch ass nigga,
while your
bro.
call is transferred. This call may be monitored
Bitch
for
ass
quality
nigga, bro.
assurance. Thank you for calling the Employment Development Department Unemployment Insurance Online Assistance Center. We are currently receiving...
Yeah, I'm about to get back on this because once they say that once they give me a whole time, I'm about to just go back to working on my website, bro. And it's another thing, bro, nigga. My website is www.simplymarty.com. Nigga, I made this because of when I was with my wife, I was trying to help my wife get into the lane I was in. Point being, though, these people keep taking the ads on and off my website. When I used to have 300 people a week on my shit, and I was making easy money with this, and the money was just, I'm like, damn, okay, I'm making this money off of this. Let me try to amplify it. All of a sudden, I stopped getting paid off of impressions from Google. Google stopped paying me for impressions. So them 300 fucking views stopped making money. But I'm talking about in the course of 2 weeks where I'm learning shit to enhance my website. So, bro, this shit crazy, bro. The Illuminati real, my nigga. The Illuminati is nothing but governance in your life. Sexual perversion, sexual perverts, sexual deviants. I don't care if this a reptilian that want to eat your head off. They can do it because they're in a position to do so.
It's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Bro, this shit ridiculous, man. Some of you niggas ain't never watched the movie Zeitgeist moving forward. You never watch Who Killed the Electric Car. You don't read encyclopedias. You niggas don't go to Wikipedia. You niggas don't go to Google and type in shit meaningful. You motherfuckers some dumbass, bitch-ass motherfuckers. You don't care to get in a dictionary and make sure you know 20,000 words and highlight words and see how many words you really fucking know. You people don't know that they say the average human's supposed to have at least 20,000 words in their fucking vocabulary. You don't fucking care. You stupid motherfuckers.
Select from the following. If you have a claim,
stupid motherfuckers, bro.
Select from these claim options. File a new
my
claim.
Fucking black people doomed, nigga. We extinct, bro. We the dinosaurs. We are the dinosaurs, nigga.
2.
We are the dinosaurs.
Information. 3. If you're calling for information about Form 1099-G, 4. To repeat these options, press. For added convenience, you can certify for benefits.
We are the dinosaurs. We are going to be extinct.
Damn,
I didn't get it, but black people are the dinosaurs, my nigga. I just now understand that.
_online. Or call the UI self-service phone line at 1-866-333-4606 to certify for continuing benefits, hear information about your last payment issued, and to listen to general information about the UI program. Now, select from the following. Unemployment insurance questions. Press 1. Please hold while your call is transferred. This call may be monitored for quality assurance. Thank you for calling the Employment Development Department Unemployment Insurance Online Assistance.
He gone, what?
We are currently receiving more calls than we can answer and are
he
unable
dead,
to
bro?
assist
Like,
you
this
at
nigga's
this
not
time.
dead, bro.
Please try again later.
Bro, this nigga's not dead, bro. There's no way Buddy is dead, bro. Like what happened to him? Like, what is he? Like, what do you mean he's gone? Like, nigga, what? Like, I don't remember. Let me call my mama, bro. I don't remember her telling me he was dead, bro. I don't remember that. She would have told me that, bro. Nah, I don't. Like, I'm thrown off right now. Like, what the fuck happened to him? I mean, probably you black. You got shot and killed. It wasn't natural.
What up, son?
Mama, what happened to Donnell?
He died
From what?
of heart attack.
Okay, I'm like, dang, because I'm like, nigga, what happened? Because usually a black person is getting, I'm like, I know he didn't get shot or no shit. Like, what happened? Because I just seen something on Facebook what Marquise posted.
What'd he say? Yeah, they finna get ready to do a memorial down here. I can't go to the funeral.
Yeah, it say, sat and asked myself, why haven't I heard from you in a while? And then he put, I guess that was what he went by, DW, and then it say ill 22. Then it said something said he gone. I'll be okay. And then he got like 3 pictures.
He died on my birthday.
Damn, that was like, okay. A heart attack?
Yep, in the bathroom. Tree
Coronavirus?
said he got up out the bed to go use the bathroom, and she snoozed back off, and she said she woke back up wondering why he wasn't back in the bed, and she seen him on the floor in the bathroom.
That's coronavirus. Like, if you ask me, and I done never told you this, right? But I pretty much killed myself, right? Like 2 months ago because I was just fed up with a lot of shit, and then nobody gave a fuck what I was going through. Like y'all was taking Marty's side in a way, or y'all never knew what was really going on. So, and then on top of that, I don't like the government. I feel like black people doomed in terms of how the government operates and shit, and the fact that black people is not aware of what's going on. So I was drinking myself into oblivion, right? But I already know that coronavirus is linked to alcohol consumption because the word coronary artery failure and coronary heart disease, which is when you're going to get a heart attack from coronary heart disease. Coronary heart disease is the leading cause of death in America, right? And it's through alcohol consumption. I'm pretty sure Donnell drunk alcohol because I used to see him in downtown Long Beach partying with some of his partners.
Y'all alcoholics. Don't you know we said that's why y'all should have been twins?
I ain't no alcoholic. I was going through shit. I was
too. I went through some stuff. Did nobody pay me no attention when Granny and them was dying? Nobody.
I mean, I was aware. I just wasn't coming out there as often as I could. I mean, I just could have came over there more.
And I really went through it when I watched my brother deteriorate and die in 2 weeks.
I mean, I remember how Raymond went. I didn't like that either. Looking at Raymond, I was looking at him in his eyes when he was in that hospital bed. Like, I remember that.
That really did it. And then when they was like, there's nothing they can do, it gave us the weekend. That was it. I turned that weekend up. I didn't go to sleep at all.
But see,
I was just popping pills and drinking all day, every day.
And you know what you basically reiterated? I'm still on live on my YouTube because I was streaming talking about EDD, how these motherfuckers did some hater shit. Like some Asian broad, she get on the phone and I sat on a hold for 2 hours, and this bitch gonna hang up on me in a minute and a half so she don't get me to get my goal accomplished, which is I got $600 that they didn't pay me. They supposed to pay me, or like $700, and then I'm supposed to recertify in 3 days. And the bitch basically was hating because she was like, oh, yeah, I see right here that you got a payment of $695 that's pending or whatever she said. And it's like, why is that your concern? Like, just do what you're supposed to do. Then basically she hung up in my face after I sat on hold for 2 hours. And it's like, I already knew it was going to happen. I was not surprised when it happened. As soon as it happened, I said, I fucking knew that was going to happen, bro. Like, I knew it. And then I had to start broadcasting so the American public could recognize what the government doing. Like, this shit is fucked up. But then I just seen this about about Donnell while I was scrolling on Facebook. I'm like, what the hell?
But Donnell was stressing. He been stressing ever since Rosie died.
But this is the point of, like, I was talking to my partner. I got a partner in the hospital right now. And this nigga big though. But I be telling him, bro, you need to fucking lose weight. And then he be telling me his conditions. It's like, bro, you making your heart overwork because of your weight. It got to pump way more blood through your body. So you overworking your heart. So he keep going for heart shit. And then I'm telling him, bro, it's probably a way you need to heal yourself. You need to drink apple juice, orange juice, spring water. You need to eat herbs and shit. Like, it's a simple process. Because like I said, when I pretty much killed myself, I woke up that day knowing I got my goal accomplished. But I woke up, right? And then when I talked to the people the next day, them motherfuckers was like, yeah, nigga, you pretty much got your goal accomplished. Like, you was dead that day. So that's when I stopped doing what I was doing. Because I know I got my goal accomplished. Because I woke up. I never woke up that way with the way that I felt. So.
And then don't think we ain't here. Shit, we here. You just ain't here.
What you mean?
It takes two. You have to socialize with us just as well as you want us to socialize with you. You be shutting off.
It wasn't even about that. It's more about like, okay, anytime Marty called.
It had nothing to do with Marty. Shit, you been like this for a minute. Wow, you was like that before Marty.
I mean, I wasn't really like that. I would just focus on something. When I got 25, yeah. I told myself I'm not gonna be no hoe no more. I'm trying to get rich.
What? And you ain't trying to be no hoe no more?
I stopped doing that at 25. I literally felt like a hoe when I stopped.
Go back if you trying to hang with ants.
I mean, I already went back. That's why I divorced Marty, because I was married to a hoe I didn't know was a hoe. So I
Oh
might as well
Lord.
go be a hoe my damn self. So I'm just starting enjoying my life to the fullest. But at the same time, on a political aspect, I still don't look like it's nothing to live for niggas. We are the dinosaurs. We are extinct. According to the way that life is going right now, probably in 20 more years, there won't be no black people left.
Ain't gonna be no 20 more years. I'm like how somebody said the other day. They done sold us. We are sold to China. Because they keep giving up all this free shit. Now they just pay motherfuckers, your kids. Don't give a fuck if you've been on any kind of public assistance, if you have a job or not. They are giving up 300 and something a head a kid. They buying the kids.
But that's the whole nother thing, right? And this is what a sellout is. If you watch this movie called Cosmic Slop, this movie, it pretty much show you what the government is doing and what the very few niggas that's embedded in the government, what they are doing and what their response is. And in this movie, when basically in the movie Cosmic Slop, they have these aliens, right? And when you say Chinese, they sold us to China. According to how they call illegal immigrants, they call them aliens. So Mexicans are called aliens, and whoever else, they're aliens. In this movie, these aliens come down and say, hey, the world Earth is losing its natural resources. The water is deplenishing. You know, your trees are diminishing. You're losing all of your natural resources that you need to sustain yourself. Like how in during coronavirus, there's no more toilet paper. There's no more of these natural resources that you find in necessities. It's kind of like that movie when you think about coronavirus, because it was this thing about resources. So then the aliens come down and they come up with a proposition and they say, hey, uh, if you people on Earth, if y'all want to keep y'all sustainable lifestyle and don't want to die as a human population, then we want y'all to give us all of y'all black people. But they don't say black people, they say we want anybody with 0.258% of carbon or melanin. And when they say that, then when they break down what that necessarily means, and it comes down to basically, we want all your black people. When they do that, there is only one black person at the round table out of 20 people or something. And that one black person does not agree and does not like what he heard, but he don't publicly go make it aware to all black people. He don't tell all the black people, hey, this is what they doing. And I don't remember if I seen the whole movie. I don't know if he did some shit like that later, but I know his initial reaction was not telling all the black people what the fuck that everybody else is doing against them. So then it becomes like this is a secret society at that point. A secret society of people who have already sold the black people to aliens, and the black people don't even know yet. And by the time the black people figure it out, they trying to figure out, is it even better for them anyway? Like, it ain't never been good for us in America anyway. So why do I care if the Asians is my owner or the white man my owner or the Mexican? I always had an owner, and it wasn't good when a white man owned me. So the Asian man can own me. Anybody can own me, other than this motherfucker.
Oh, well, somebody own it.
But the
Well,
only look, I'm too in tune. I'm too in tune, mama. That's why they on my ass. They try to stop me from getting money because I don't fucking play. I already get it right here. In America right now, black people can save their goddamn self if you create an entity called gross national product and you start putting your money into that shit as a collective. You can develop an economy like in the course of a year. This is why they'll kill a nigga like Nipsey Hussle, because Nipsey Hussle probably have this understanding and say, oh, I'm gonna open this shit on Crenshaw, then I'm gonna start generating millions, and then I'm gonna make it where all of these black people have incomes in this shopping center. Then I'm gonna tell all the black people in the shopping center, you gotta donate 10% to the gross national product. So now I'm gonna forcibly make these motherfuckers invest into our economy. That's the most intelligent way to create a business and give people an income better than they could have got in the natural economy. So if I'm gonna give you $22 an hour, I'm only doing it so you got to give me $6 of that and put it into the economy. So now I'm really giving you 16 an hour, but that's what they're giving you anyway. But I'm only giving you 22 to make it where we can get a fucking economy. So I'm too in tune. I'm too in tune, and I'm combating this shit every day mentally. I'm just fed up. Like that's why I said I damn near kid, because it's like nobody understands what I'm talking about. No old motherfuckers give a fuck, or they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. All of the niggas on YouTube, they not saying the shit that I'm saying. All these niggas is sellouts. Nobody's saying this shit that I just said.
Yeah, I'm telling you that your own don't care. They don't care about their own. They don't care about black. They don't care about black. They really never did.
But I think it's because of our.
But we want to talk to care about.
They playing a population like game on us though. They be having these niggas. They'll put them in a room full of 100 people by themselves, and they'll let them know your ass will be dead if you don't do what I tell. If you don't do what I tell you, you dead. And these black people, these celebrities, they move to Calabasas around all these white people, and they start becoming indoctrinated, and they want white women, and they just want to change their life from being a murderer to be a nice guy, but they don't want to go back to the hood and heal the hurt they caused. After all, they done killed all these people, they done sold all this crack, they don't take their fucking money they done made and go back and start businesses and start helping the people advance.
Shit, they ain't gonna do that. That's for sure what they not gonna do.
Yeah, but then you got these black people that's on the internet now. This is all these people dumb. They over here, this one girl go to Trick Daddy restaurant, and then she go support the business, but then people in the comments say, oh, I love that I see my people now supporting black businesses. Well, if you were a little smarter, you would develop an economy where, say like in Pakistan or in China or in different countries, they got soccer teams that's be in the Olympics. America got a soccer team, but black people don't control who on that team. Pretty much the white government do. In Europe,
black don't even watch soccer.
But I'm saying that any sport in America, black people do not have the opportunity to employ a whole NBA full of black people. But in China, they hire all Chinese to play basketball against Americans. And they establish their economy that way by making the Chinese people pay their money to go watch those events. So you would make you grow your economy. So the reason that Asian people is doing so much in America is because right now, China gross national product is $22 trillion or 23 trillion. China is, like you said, when you said they sold us to China, America was number one last year for gross national product. Now China is. America's number two. So we damn near got sold to China. And
I don't have to tell you that. So I don't know.
And then I'm looking at some of the. This is a shame. And then look, you don't know the shit I be going through. This is another reason I did what I did. Because with my website, right, I know the Illuminati real. When I had my YouTube years ago, they start fucking with my money, and I never made another dime all of a sudden. It's like I start losing money, and I would get the same views. Like if I had $80 today, and a payday came up, I would have $79.48, and I didn't make no money, but they taking taxes off money they already taxed last month. So they taxing money that was already taxed, but I didn't make no fucking money. It's like, what? I used to look at what the fuck is going on? With my website, when me and Marty moved into that house, I used to tell Marty, the government is going to close the window of opportunity on pop-up millionaires on the internet. That shit is going to be dead. Let's fucking.
Yeah, they're going to that shit. Yeah, it's going to be dead. It's been going on too long, too.
But the opportunity, it's too easy to become a millionaire on the internet. And when you don't know how to control.
They're going to get ready to take it away.
But they don't have to, right? Because this is what they do. On my website.
Yeah, do it while you can.
It's hard to do. They keep taking my ads on and off my website. This time, they left them on there longer than they ever have after I done logged in. So right now, if you go to my website, I still got ads on there more than likely. So now I have an effort. I can put in my effort to get people on my website to get rich. Before 2 years ago, when I started doing that shit, when I finally got my website monetized, I was making money with my website. And the same thing that happened on YouTube, all of a sudden, The money stagnated for a year and a half. I didn't make another fucking penny. And then I logged in one day after a year and a half, and I didn't do nothing to my website, and they put a penny in my account. And then they put 2 pennies in my account. And I'm like, what the fuck? In a year and a half, you telling me my website didn't make a penny, and then all of a sudden it made 3 pennies?
I don't know. I don't understand none of that stuff. I don't have the patience to try to learn it.
And I tried to. That's why I started putting my stuff on Facebook, because I know some people don't know what I'm talking about, and all I could do is show the world. And it's funny that when I start posting that shit on Facebook some months ago, they put my fucking ads back. Only when I start doing that. They watching every fucking thing we do, listening to every word.
Yeah.
Listen to this, mama.
They got social media. They watch you, and they been watching you. They started when they brought the goddamn computers out when y'all was little.
But they listening to every word on the phone, right? I borrowed money from a couple people, right? And I had to pay them their money back. And with the moment that I said out my mouth, I devised a plan for what I was going to do on my next check. Unemployment, instead of them paying me my full check, they paid me half of the check, which made it where I couldn't even pay everybody how I was supposed to pay them back. But on top of that, it made it where I could not follow through with my plans the way I designed. And then what that does then is, right, now for me to even get the half that they fucked me off, that's why I was sitting on hold for 2 hours and they hung up in my face, right? So they know what they doing because I done progressed. I don't know if you probably seen that I bought that car. Once I bought that car, I start doing some cool shit. And I start advancing a little bit. So I start celebrating and shit. I shouldn't have been really celebrating all too like I was, but I just was celebrating. And then it was like, okay, my website got its ass back on there. I bought this car now and woo woo. So I'm like, okay, cool. But when I see that and I start celebrating, then they take my ass back off my website. And then I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And then I don't log in for a month and they put them back. And it's like, when I show no activity, they put them back. And then when I log back in, they take them off. And it's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, they just don't want a nigga to get rich and buy a house out here and start like, basically like, imagine all of the black niggas start going to Mexico fucking they women, how they fucking our women. Because they come out here, you know, Marty could be fucking a Mexican right now. She worked around Mexicans all day. The Mexicans used to holler at her all the time. She lived in a neighborhood around Mexicans. They did this shit by design. So they can get to our women and fuck up our population. And we going to be extinct through genetic annihilation. Some Masonic nigga told me about this years ago, mama. I'm not lying to you. I was sitting inside of this temp service. I was reading this book called Celestine Prophecy or the 10th Insight. As I'm reading this book, this guy walks up to me like a lot of people used to be bothering me for no reason back then. Walk up saying random shit to me. So this guy walks up and I can see him as I'm looking down at the book. I see the dude stop and stand there. I say, oh, this dude about to fuck with me like all these other people. So then, lo and behold, he sit down. He say, oh, what book is that? He say, oh, and this is what the guy telling me. He said, look, I was sitting over there talking to this 60-year-old man. He said, for some reason, I look at you and that book you read and start glowing to me. This is his words. He said, I looked at you and that book you reading start glowing to me. And then he said that's why he walked over to me and sat next to me and started talking to me, right? So then I still kept reading the book. And matter of fact, even that day, right? I never read a book this fast in my life. I start speed reading through this book so fast, I don't even know how and why it happened, right? So I'm reading like a page and like, I don't care how many words was on that page. I read the page in like a minute or less. It's like the page is gone. I'm flipping pages so fast. So then when a guy comes sit down, he start telling me, oh, I'm an ex-Mason. He's telling me, oh, black people are native to America. He's telling me, oh, you know that about Pangea, how it was one mass of land and it got separated once the Caucasians start doing all this industrial colonization. And then basically when you say divide and conquer, that probably pertains to something like that concept. That these people are too strong, unified. We need to get these people separated. So then that's where it comes to that. You separate the continents. And really it's not separating the continents as it is just separate the individuals mentally by showing them a globe that got all of these boundary lines that don't really exist, right? So that book would lead me to another book that I was reading called No Boundaries. I don't know why I had these particular books. This book called No Boundaries is talking about how these people are creating false barriers in the world. There is no county and city lines. There is no such thing as crossing a state line. There is no real line there. They just made that shit up. So they making up these fake boundary lines and creating this divide and conquer shit with black people where you don't connect to the African or the Jamaican or a Haitian. You think all of you people are different denominations of people. You don't connect with a Dominican that's dark. You don't connect with dark people in Mexico. You don't connect with the dark people in Asia. You feel like that's an Asian, that's a Dominican, that's an African, and I'm an African American, and them motherfuckers ain't like me. But that's a false barrier they created. That is not real. But this just messed up, man. Like, and all of this stemmed because I called EDD and I knew when I got on the phone with that lady, she was gonna hang up on my face or hang up on me. And it was just like,
back?
huh?
You called back?
I'm not gonna get through again. I called at 9 o'clock, 8 and 9 o'clock. Hold on, let me see if this EDD right here. It better be. Hello?
Hello. This is an automated message from Spectrum.
Hell no. Not EDD at all. But yeah, I tried to call him back like 15 times. I did it on my broadcast because I want to show the world what's really going on, bro. It's no more time to be hiding and being scared or letting people get away with shit. I'm over that. Like I had to call Westminster. I'm about to sue these motherfuckers. This cop pulled me over and gave me a bogus ass ticket out there one night. And then I'm the only person in the car. I got no tents on my car. And I got both of my hands out the window deliberately so this bitch ass nigga don't got no reason to try to come the way he came up to my car with his gun drawn and he walking up to my car like any second he ready to shoot. And I gotta look, I'm looking over my left shoulder thinking because I got my arms out the window, he gonna come over on my left side. And I'm thinking he about to walk up. This nigga he behind me on my right side with his gun on me. And I turn around, I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, why are you pointing that gun at me, dude? And he's saying, oh, nobody ever put their hands out of the window like that, so you made me suspicious. I said, what the fuck? Me doing everything I can to make it where you can feel as comfortable as possible made you suspicious?
Especially if both your motherfucking hands are out and your hands are straight.
Both my hands out I was the person who made that shit up. Because at one point I just said, this is how I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live because I'm gonna put my hands out the window. And people driving by see that. And people stop and they want to see the outcome once they see that. Every time I get pulled over, it'd be somebody down there right there saying, I was watching and I was filming, I was waiting. So, but that's the point. Now I gotta sue these people.
Man got it hard, period.
Yeah, but it's only hard because of because people don't understand what's going on though. It's only hard for people who are intelligent and informed and care for their own kind. If you a selfish motherfucker who will kill your own people to get ahead, it's not gonna be hard for you. You could probably become a rapper right now. You could, if you want to kill, if they tell you right now, you need to kill a motherfucker your age, that's a female, and we're gonna give you all of the riches you can, but we're gonna tell you got to be a rapper. But this is what they do. You got to kill people, but you got to be a rapper. You can't be nothing else. You can't be a scientist. You can't be a doctor, lawyer. Only career you can have is a rapper, or maybe we'll figure something else out. We'll put you in some political shit and act like you an activist, but you ain't gonna be no real career. You ain't gonna be no business owner. You ain't gonna own a Golden Corral. You ain't gonna own shit. You just gonna get a paycheck for being a slave.
Well, that's why I ain't got shit, because I didn't want to go do nothing. I felt my own kind was going to kill me. Gonna rob me and kill me.
Man, and then look, man, people is fucked up, mama. Look, I brought this girl into this bar I be at, right? I be in this bar like every day at some points, where People hate me like a motherfucker. They smile in my face all day because you ain't gonna whip my ass. You ain't gonna be the nigga that make me stop coming every day. So all you gonna do is smile in my face. But when they don't like me because I'm good at pool, because my daddy, whatever he taught me when I was 10, that shit made me so good in pool that I start playing 10 years later and I was phenomenal. So I'm be in a bar beating people that's in the league and shit. Like these people play in the league, and I never been in the league. I whoop their ass, and I don't be taking it.
Grandma.
You said grandma?
Shelly.
Shelly shoot pool.
Like a motherfucker.
Hey, they could be granny too because I got her eyes, and I could have that shit naturally.
Yeah, I'm saying she whooped everybody ass. Shit, I thought she made her money.
I wouldn't deny it. I'm probably the closest to Shelly all around the board. I got her eyes. I got her complexion damn near. So yeah, but it's funny that look, I brought this girl in the bar, right? I did this shit all on purpose. I wanted to prove that these motherfuckers was really haters. So, and I was trying to test the girl and see if I could find another woman that I could trust or like another wife type of woman. Then it was like, so I'm testing the girl and I'm testing the people in the bar because you not gonna make me jealous by hollering at this girl. That's not gonna happen. All you gonna do is you gonna get me to holler at your bitch because you overstepped your boundaries, or I'm gonna just dismiss her because I don't like her conduct. So the girl keep telling me, she says, stop walking away from me, please stop walking away. But she not telling me why and all this. This lo and behold, this is what happened, right? The girl come in the bar, I start biting on her neck, I start smelling her hair, treating her like she the most finest woman in the building. Everybody in the building desired this woman. I did it all on purpose. The women wanted her, the men wanted her. So now the girl come back, and the first time she came in her work clothes. Some of them women that come in there ain't got no fucking job. This girl working an auto parts store. That's a ideal career for a guy to have a woman that work in an auto parts store that know a little bit about cars. So now these people really desiring this woman. They like, who the fuck is she? Where she come from? She black. She got her own hair. She got pretty skin. She smell good as fuck. She got on some $400 shoes. She about to pay $20,000 to own her next car. It's like this is a diamond in the rough. This a catch right here. So I keep walking away from her to make everybody else do what they doing. But she keep begging me not to. But lo and behold, I bring her back the next day, and I was a little more faded than she wanted me to be, so she was already irate. She didn't like that and shit. So she was already standoffish with me, but then I felt like she was trying to hinder my enjoyment. So then I kind of pushed her away because she told me, oh, don't do. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, oh, I ain't fucking with you. I start dancing by myself, and I'm like, fuck her. So then I had came back. I'm like, no, that's wrong. So I came back to her. When I walked away from her, she was about to leave. She understood. It was like, oh, fuck you. But right when she was about to leave, we ran into each other again. She didn't leave. So then she made a comment to me. She said something like, oh, I was going to give you some pussy tonight, this and that. I said, what? I'm like, you acting like I ain't fucked all of these women. I'm like, I'm not that guy. So I told her, I used to be a hoe. I'm not no lusty nigga. You got to go. So then I try to push her off on this other guy. She talked to that dude all night long. I never walked back up to her except one other time to ask her if she was okay damn near. I'm like, are you good? Because I brought you in this atmosphere. I want to make sure you're safe. So then she leaves that night. I'm anticipating she left with the guy and she probably got with him or something. I don't give a fuck. I'm over it, right? So the girl texted me yesterday after like a week and a half went by. I hadn't talked to her like that. I'm thinking she fucking with the other guy or something. She done moved on. We ain't talking to each other. She hits me up and say, hey. I'm like, oh, what's up? What's good? Then she tells me, uh, the reason, she says, nobody in that bar likes you. Oh, let me read this shit. This was the funniest shit I ever thought I would ever see. I never thought this woman was gonna text me and say this stuff. And it lets me know about people. And most of these people is black. And it's like, this is why we in a bad space. This is why we in a bad space. What she say? That blew my mind. You hear me, mama?
Yeah, I hear you, son. I'm texting homegirl, putting in my order to her.
Oh, what you about to get some food?
I be supporting my little homegirl. She doing wings only.
How many wings? How much you paying for it?
Yeah, like $1 a goddamn wing. Shit to me.
No fry. I mean, with some fries, that'd be cool for $11 and some fries and some wings. Even with no drink, that's cool.
Yeah, but no, these is like drunken wings.
Oh, they got alcohol on it.
Yeah, Hennessy lemon pepper.
Oh, you can't complain with that for $1.
Yeah, no, that's what I told her. Give me the lemon pepper.
Shit, I'll get some of those.
Yeah, she call them drunken wings. She trying to start.
She'll go far. I mean, that's a good business.
Thing, but she does Jello shots and cupcakes.
Yeah, that sounds like a good business though. Okay, now I'm trying to find this one where she said, "Hey," and then she said, "What these?" You gonna be like, "What?" Like you probably ain't even gonna believe what these people said. Okay, she said, "Oh, be there an hour." That's not it. Then okay, hey, okay. She said, "Hey," I say, "How you doing?" She said, "I'm good. How you been?" And we had that little bull crap. Then it was like, oh, this is where she started to tell me what happened. I said, I got a reservation for a comedy show in San Diego in a week or so. If you want to go, open mic. So I don't know who will be there. Then she said, I'll think about it. She said, hey, I wanted to tell you I only left because no one at the Shark Bar likes you. They were telling me all kinds of stuff that I didn't like, so I left. I don't know if they are true or not. I hope they are not. Now she's saying this because she never wanted to leave and she never wanted us to stop communicating with each other, basically she's saying. She basically telling me I did not leave with that guy. I know you might have assumed I did, but I didn't leave with him. I only left because probably that guy and other guys was over here saying the stuff that she's saying I said. And I said,
she didn't want to hear it.
yeah, but she didn't know if they was telling the truth or not. So then this what she told me they were saying. She said that the people said that you were stealing money from people and that I took pictures of people's credit card and not to trust me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, my nigga, like I'm the only person in this bar every single day, pretty much. If I was stealing people money and taking pictures of credit cards, why haven't I been shot or beat up yet?
I'm in jail.
Yeah, why are they letting me in the bar? Like, why would the bartenders know I'm doing that type of shit and see me on camera and let me come back? The owners come to that bar pretty often, once a week. They come look at cameras. The police be coming up there looking at cameras when shit happen in the parking lot. They not unfamiliar with going to this place for some criminal activity.
Where's this at? A Marina Raleigh?
Yeah. But it was just, I'm looking at all of these dudes and I read the Bible, I read Proverbs, so I'm not dumb. I don't think none of them niggas is my friend. And I didn't get mad. I wasn't surprised. I did not care. But then later though, I'm just like, she was telling me it was the ones I was shooting pool with. The ones she felt like I was cool with, right? And I'm looking at it like, these bitch ass niggas is deliberately. I never took $1 from one of these niggas. I never had none of their credit cards in my hand. I ain't never did shit. The only thing I ever did in that club about some money was 2 weeks ago or a week ago. I told a nigga because I was binge living and I was trying to get my bank account to hit zero every day to see what I was gonna do about it. So as I was doing that, I was doing that, but I also was binge living where I'm just enjoying myself to the max. I don't care what's going on. I'm gonna go to the bar, smoke a blunt, I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna just shoot pool, and I'm enjoying life. So then I told one nigga at the end of the night, I said, "Give me $20. I'm gonna shoot you your money back in 2 days when I get my fucking check because I just want to get a mug and do whatever I kept doing." So the dude give me the money, and the next couple days I give him his money back. Right, I give him $40 for the 20. That bitch ass nigga come up to me the next day trying to play with me, talking about, oh, I didn't give him his money. But he already know I was already about to fight him like once or twice. So it's like, bro, you're not gonna fucking play with me, bro, because I'm gonna sock your ass right now. So then it's like, I'm like, bro, you know I gave you your fucking money, don't fucking play with me. I don't care if you was drunk as fuck, nigga. I hand you your money, you smiled, we clapped it up, don't play with me. So he like, oh yeah, I know you gave me my money, whatever. Nigga, if you was one of the people to lie and say that because you was drunk and didn't remember I gave you your money, you a bitch ass nigga for not trying to beat me up about it. Like if you really, huh?
That's what kind of bar you hanging up.
I mean, this is the only place down there to hang out out here. It's like the only place to hang out here. But it's hella like it get real ratchet on the weekends. So like while it's so ratchet on the weekend, you know, it be all of the fucking gang banging type niggas out here.